Since we've already got one on here that's rigged, why don't you go ahead and click the one pointer, Riley? First hand I see, indirect elections and direct elections. Go ahead.
Indirect elections is like the system in England where the parliament elects the prime minister.
How does that work exactly? So it is the system in England, that's right. Go ahead, tell me more.
So there's like common people on the lower house that elect representatives into the parliament.
Who elects the people into the Commons? Anybody in your group can jump in.
The party,
And then who elects the party?
the actual voters.
Okay, so the voters, you could argue, vote for the party. The party then votes for the Commons, that's an indirect election, and then the Commons votes for the Prime Minister, that's also an indirect election. I'll give you all of those, 1, 2, 3. What's a direct election? You guys still have it?
It's
5.
You directly vote for people in the Senate or the House.
Okay, so this is in the United States. In the United States, and say that one more time, you directly vote for who?
The Senate or the House.
Directly vote for the Senate or the House. Do you directly vote for the President?
No, you have to go through the electoral
So what kind of election is that?
indirect.
It's actually an indirect election. Click it, Riley. Indirect election system where voters. Okay, that's okay. Go ahead, back, Riley. It's okay, and click. And stay away from the house, though. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So click it one more time, and click. Just leave the arrow right there. Okay, got it. System where voters vote for a party, and then the party selects the parliament and the executive. Direct election, voters vote directly for the executive and the legislature parliament they want in office. In fairness, the U.S. has an indirect presidential election. We didn't get into the direct one this semester. Go ahead, touch the house, pick me a category, and Ketsia, walk around.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not going to get 9 free points sitting in a chair. Go ahead, pick me a category.
You guys want to go?
Gotta go fast.
Articles for 2 points.
Articles for 2. According to Lawless, the only profession out of 20 which scored lower than the political positions. There were 20 positions. Go ahead, Alan.
It was a janitor, I believe.
-1.
It
Go ahead.
it was an electrician, wasn't it?
Click it.
It wasn't.
It was an electrician. Yeah, it was. There's not going to be a lot of Lawless questions on there, so when you look over those, I'm not going to stress percentages and numbers and things like that, but I'm going to stress concepts, okay? Go ahead, pick me a category. Y'all have it.
Let's go political culture 2 points.
Political culture for 2. List all you can. You have it first, and then the first hand we see gets it next. Click it. The Aussie Bible. You have it first. Who's got it next? You'll have it next. Go. 5.
What are you asking?
The Aussie Bible. 4.
Um,
Explain the significance of 3. You're running out of time. 2.
Started using slang inside the Bible so in order to relate to the younger audience that was trying to, that he wanted to start getting into religion if that was what they wanted to do.
So where was
This
this?
is in Australia.
In Australia, a man decided to write a Bible using Aussie slang. Tell me more. 5. 4.
Basically,
3.
he wrote using the common vernacular of Australia.
That sounds familiar. I think I've heard that. 2.
A lot of people thought it was disrespectful because of the slang.
A lot of people did think it was disrespectful because of the slang. What did the Aussies think of it?
Well,
Anybody?
Some were for it, some were against it. Some were for it because they wanted to start allowing other people to start getting interested in the Bible, and then some was against it because they thought it was making a mockery.
Did it
of
sell?
It did.
In Australia, but in other places it caused.
In Australia, it was actually a bestseller. So this guy puts the Bible into Aussie slang. He puts it into Aussie slang, it becomes a bestseller, and they don't read a lot in Australia. But to your point, Brandon, some people found this offensive. Anything else you can tell me? Can you give me some examples of some of the things that it said?
he knocked up the whole bang lot.
In the beginning. I'm not even going to go there. But it does say God knocked up the whole bang lot based on Genesis 1:1. Anything else? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Edgar. Your group's got it.
We started talking about how they can make a case for it because there's other versions of the Bible, such as like the New International Version, and they were trying to say, oh, it's just another version of it. So
There
what-
is an argument out there that the Bible has been translated
You put
so.
the wrong one.
Oh, the Bible has been. Yeah, you gotta watch me. I'm getting old. The Bible has been translated into so many different versions. Oh, is that the wrong one? Yeah, the argument is that the Bible has been translated in so many different versions, in fact, that yes, this is just another translation. Anything else you can tell me?
Professor, wait. He has the thing pulled up on the computer. You're not allowed.
Yeah,
to
that's fine.
What? Why would
You can
go
use
on the
anything.
computer?
If people have got their books out, go ahead.
didn't know
So
we
it
were
was
allowed
like
to just
talk
pull up
about
every
should it be
article?
censored? Is there an argument for it to be censored if it's offensive to someone's religion?
Some people argued that this was a violation of freedom of religion, 1, 2, because they felt like it was mocking other people's religion. Some people did want it censored. Can you give me any other examples of translations? Can you give me any other examples of things that it said? 3, 2, 1.
In the beginning
Did-
of the Big Bang.
That's been said, right?
No.
-2.
No, what he said was like the Big Bang Lot or something. I don't know.
That's straight.
So he said it better than you.
Straight from-
-2 more. Anything else? Go ahead, Matt.
But didn't he say something about like the fruit salad when he was referring to Adam and Eve? Like,
He said something about Eve going to the tree of knowledge, and she said, I'm not supposed to get my fruit salad from that tree. Talking about the snake with the cunning of a con man. There were these things in there. Make sure that you pay attention. The Lord is my ranch owner, and I'm just one of the sheep. Do you remember that? That's what I'm looking for in this. Do you also remember there was an urban version of the Bible and a text version of the Bible? Go ahead and lay it out for me, but y'all hit a lot of the good points. Go ahead, touch the house on this. I think, Matt, you gave me the last correct answer. Anything else? Or pick me a category, I'm sorry.
judiciary for 1 point.
Judiciary for 1. Courts cannot guarantee to find truth, justice, or the American way, but what is it that they do aspire to provide? Go ahead. Click it. Yeah, looks like fairness up there. You have the early lead right now. Go ahead, pick me a category.
Political culture for 1.
Political culture for 1. Most important influence on a person's political culture according to the text and actually according to Lawless. Go ahead.
Their parents.
Click it. Parents or family? Absolutely. Pick me a category. Go.
I'll go with political culture for 3 points.
Political culture for 3. List all you can. Your group has it, and then the first hand we see next. Go ahead, Riley. Holocaust simulation. Y'all have it first.
A school started allowing little children in elementary school to be broken up into different groups of the Nazis and then the Jews, and then they'll be.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the Holocaust simulation in this school in South Carolina, they broke up kids into groups of Nazis and into groups of the persecuted Jews. Tell me more.
At first, the Nazis were supposed to be treated fairly. And
Like
better.
how?
They would be given privileges to go play outside first. They would be able to get their, I believe, grab their stuff from the cubbies first. Like the kids, even the answers they were given, like, oh, good job, good job.
They were given reinforcements. They were actually allowed to sit at the front of the class. They would eat first, different things like this. How was the other group treated?
They were treated poorly. They weren't given as much reinforcement. They actually started to feel bad at the end of the day. Then the next day they switched it up, and then the Jews were the Nazis, and Nazis were Jews too.
They did. 1, 2, 3, switch it up. Be careful to be specific on this. They made the kids sit on the floor at lunchtime if they were part of the Jewish group. They ate their food or were able to get their food last. This kind of a thing. And you're right, maybe the most important part of this is they switched the groups up for the second day so that one day you got to be the oppressor, the other day you got to be the oppressed. What's the controversy or what's the issue or what's positive about all this?
It gave the, I'll let my partner.
It basically just gave young children the simulated feeling of how it was back during the Holocaust.
Why would they want to give them that feeling?
To help them better understand how it feels when one group is oppressed and one group has authority over another.
So it would be less likely that they would do it
right,
going
exactly.
forward.
They could.
1, 2, 3. Anything else you can tell me? Go ahead.
One of the biggest issues with this, what we talked about in here, was that the simulation that they did in the class doesn't really do justice to what people who went through the Holocaust.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't at all. Go ahead. Oh, I thought you were going to tell me more. It doesn't at all, because it wasn't about getting your food, sitting on the floor, getting positive reinforcement. Holocaust was about things that were far, far worse. Go ahead.
It was a remake of the brown-eye, blue-eye test that we talked
Yeah, it
about.
was a remake of that. 1, 2, 3. Anything else? 2, 1. Go ahead, Edgar's group.
This was in a private school, so it probably wouldn't have been acceptable.
That
in
is
public.
true. This was in a private school. Did the private school just automatically impose this?
What do you mean?
Did they automatically make everybody do it?
No, they sent letters home.
They did send letters, and the letters...
Yeah.
Permission, yeah, you did actually have to get permission on this, and it's a lot different. Can you remember any of the, than it would be in a public school? Can you remember any of the other simulations that they talked about? 5, 4.
About, like potentially doing like a slavery simulation.
There was a slave simulation. Anything else? 2, 1. Anything for you guys? No. Go ahead, touch the house on this one. Oh, y'all are out when you miss. Y'all are out when you miss. Go ahead, pick me a category. Y'all are comfortably in last place.
Articles for 4.
Articles for 4. Big spenders now. Here we go.
Dictionary.
Let's see. I need somebody to come up and draw. Alan, could you hit the light switch back there? Somebody from your group, I need to come up and draw. Alan, could you hit the other light switch? Perfect. I need somebody from this group to come up and draw, or it's -4.
What do they have to draw?
Well, I can't say because the group's got to guess it.
Are you gonna tell me what to draw?
Yes, I have it right here.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Is it I have to guess?
You have to draw and they have to guess. That's what I need you to draw. Okay, 1 minute starting on the 11. Let me get out of the way. Zoom in on Carol. Go ahead, Cassian. 1 minute starting on the... Oh, God.
Are we timing it?
Oh my. 20 seconds.
20 seconds?
Yeah, I assume as much.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
25 seconds.
It's perfect.
You can guess what she's drawing at any point.
Castle. Like.
It took you that long to get castle? It is castle.
Yeah, it is castle.
What's the
Really good.
what is the significance of castle? We've talked about it in a couple of different contexts. Y'all have it first, y'all will have it second. But go ahead.
We discussed the article where the guy had cheated. The girl had cheated with the guy's husband, and he went.
Zoom in on this, Cassie.
And he went to the house, and he was drunk. He was like really drunk, and the guy said, "I'm in my castle, so I have my gun." I believe.
The guy said, "I'm in my castle and I have my gun." Do y'all remember that?
The
I
thought behind it is he's in his castle.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you guys have it.
What?
It was
What happened in the example that they started?
It was the king of the castle, I believe.
Castle doctrine.
Castle doctrine. What is the castle doctrine?
Basically says that you have the right to protect your house.
Yes.
The thing with this specific scenario though,
I
is he
remember,
wasn't
yeah.
in the house. He was in his driveway.
Okay, well, so castle doctrine basically says that if I'm in my house, I have the right to defend my property, my
my
people,
family, and
myself. Yes, I'll go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, do you remember what state this was in? Do you remember what the guy's name was? 5.
Oklahoma.
-4.
I mean, shoot.
Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Was it in Montana?
It was in Montana. He said 1, 2, 3, 4. And what was this guy's name?
Bryce Harper?
Bryce Harper, not that Bryce Harper, but yes, it was Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper was out in Montana and evidently